Oh, the Subnautica modding community. It's been a while. How have you guys been? Wait, what's that you say?
What's up, man?
You're late.
Huh?
You're late.
I'm late.
Yeah, you're late. You're late.
You're late.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know I need to update my mods. I've been a little busy. For those of you that don't know, I'm also an artist and I go to art shows. But I've been focusing on that lately. But where are we at in the Subnautica modding scene? Well, the 2025 update, as you all know, broke a lot of mods. And as a modder, I confess it was extremely frustrating, especially if you have a large mod with multiple projects that are consolidated into one. So even though updating your mod isn't that difficult, it can be very time consuming. And I know a lot of projects were set back. Field Creator Studios? Yeah, we don't know when that's coming out, but I'm sure this 2025 update set their progress back quite a bit. Vehicle Framework took them a while, but they released an update recently, so we'll be testing that out. But let me introduce you to my updated Nightmare mod. Welcome to... I'm just kidding, this is not hell. But if you have seen the two videos that I made, my Nightmare, these are fan fiction stories that I wrote, and I made some videos on them, so I do encourage you to watch those. But this is my Nightmare mod, and what this is yeah, I think you're probably catching on. This is my upside down update that I added to it. Now we've got the spores, just like what you see in the upside down from Stranger Things. I also have the lightning that you see. Like, I basically, and shout out to Brad is Brad, because I went to GitHub and I copied some of his code for pretty much what it does is it catches the propulsion cannon beam and it turns it into lightning. So thank you to Brad is Brad for having that code on his GitHub. But what I did was I changed the lightning to red, and then I added I can't remember which, it's called like a shine sprite or something. I added that to make it look like the clouds are kind of lighting up right as the bolt of lightning hits. And then I also added a flash of red light to the bottom, as you can see. You know, it looks really cool in the distance. So yeah, this has got the whole upside down vibe. Yeah, and I'm sure you're noticing the meteors. This is inspired by Below Zero. I wanted to add falling meteors from the sky to add just total chaos to the game. If you are in survival mode, by the way, and you get hit by one of those, it's instant kill. But they are a little bit of a work in progress. I'm still tweaking the way that they look. And I do need to add sound effects and like a little miniature explosion whenever they impact something, but I do have it set to where if they impact anything, they kind of break apart and scatter into a whole bunch of little rocks. And then, so to not create lag or anything, yeah, there you go, you can see it right there. But then the rocks kind of disappear after 5 seconds, so that way you don't have this accumulation of too many objects in your scene, so that way it doesn't create lag. But yeah, I've got the spores, and I know that the upside down mostly for the, it looks blue in the show. I know that, but I'm going for like inside Vecna's mind kind of look, like what you see during the scene, the Kate Bush scene. So anyway, the next thing I've added, the Mind Flayer. Let me go into free cam to show you this one. Yeah, I know it doesn't look perfect. I just pieced it together with the structure editor using that smoke column prefab. This is supposed to be like the tail end of it. I couldn't quite get the head quite just right, but it's there for looks. It's there for kind of just to set the atmosphere and the tone. But I don't know. I think I did a pretty good job overall. It is creepy AF, especially when you get up close to it. Now let's, like, man, like when you're right here. Oh yeah, and by the way, the timing is set to always be at nighttime. So while we've got the sky looking like this hazy red, it's always nighttime. The water is like this blood red, and yeah, this guy is creepy. Like, oh man. But yeah, eventually in the future, I might actually make it like a new prefab and have it set to where if you touch it, you get attacked. You take damage or something, or maybe I could keep it shaped as is and they could kind of move around the map. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this yet, but it does look freaky though. Anyways, moving on. So if you did download this mod in the past, you probably remember that I had tornadoes in it. And look, we've got so many particles and things flying around, I decided to take the tornadoes out because the tornado mod is a separate mod, which needs to be updated by itself. But once I get that updated, then you can add that mod to this if you want to do that. But I figured with so many particles and everything, I didn't want to lag everyone's game out. So, you know, tornadoes appearing, I decided to take that out. And also, if you did play this mod, you know that I had these like little creepy crawlies that would spawn into your base and attack you. So I took that out for the moment. That is also going to be a separate mod that I'm going to call Crustacean Infestation, where you basically have like these nests that appear in your base and you have to fight spiders and bugs, and it's crazy. Yeah, but anyways, if I might possibly put it back in here, but for the moment I took it out so that way I could get this update put out in time. But yeah, that will be a separate mod. Guys, I almost forgot about the Peeper Leviathan. I took this one out too, but just for now, okay, I will definitely add it later on. It needs some work before I'm, you know, satisfied with how it looks, but don't worry, I'll be putting it back in, but just for now, I'm putting it on hold to focus on other aspects of the mod. Dang, that looks creepy. Now, if you have downloaded this mod in the past, you'll know that I had these are called the Devil Reapers. They don't move, they just kind of like, they're there for creepy, like, ambiance, but they will attack you if you get too close. And yeah, there's fire underwater, so you're probably thinking, what? But if you have seen the videos that I made, then you'll know that the main villain uses hallucinations to pretty much attack the main character. I'm not going to give too much away on that. But yeah, I also have a lot of skins, a lot of textures changed for, you know, pretty much almost all of the flora, almost all of the fauna. And I did finally get it set to where you don't require the texture replacer editor or the structure editor. So I managed to get all of that into code, so that way you don't have to download those other mods. I know, like, this one guy on Nexus, he was complaining about me having too many requirements for him to download it. Well, look, buddy, all I got to say to you is that clearly you have never tried to mod Skyrim. Whoa, what the? Yeah, he's clearly never modded Skyrim. So yeah, I mean, but anyways, I have it to where there's not quite as many dependencies to get this mod to work. So that's why it's easier for all of you to download it and just, you know, plug and play. So now this is something that I'm still working on, and I plan to get this mod put out in the next, you know, hopefully the next couple days, because I want to get this part finished before I release it. These I call the Hellmouths, and I have several different versions of them, but what you see here is a whole bunch of teeth. And so here's the idea. So we come down here, and there are a bunch of invisible trigger colliders. They're basically in random places, so I don't know where they're at right now. Let's see, I think there might be one like right here. I don't know, but let me go into here. Okay, so now I'm editing the structure here. Now these are called stretch triggers. I place them, they're invisible, you can't see them. So pretty much the idea is I run into one of them, and then bam, look at that. The teeth expand and they close in on you. So it's a trap. You cannot get out of here. Unless you know, cheated and used console commands or something. But yeah, so you can't get out of here. You're officially dead. But here's the idea. The trigger colliders will be in random places, so there's a good chance you might be able to get in here and get out safely. Now, the idea is to place a whole bunch of valuable things down here, like diamonds, gold. You know, you look down, you might even see some kyanite, and you're like, oh, cool, I'm gonna grab that. And you get down here, you get it, and then if you run into a trigger collider, then it's just like a Venus flytrap, it's closed. And so if we go into survival, this right here is poisonous. So you're gonna come down here and think, oh gosh, it's literally stomach acid. And so this is something that I definitely plan on, you know, updating a little bit more in time. I would like to add like walls of flesh inside instead of seeing just terrain. Like you would look down and you'd see flesh. You would know exactly what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm in day. Let me turn fog back off. Yeah, this is what it looks like if you go into day mode. Let's see. Let's go into. Okay, now we're looking more normal. So. Yeah, that will be the Hellmouth, and there will be several different versions of it, and so you're going to look down, and you're going to think, okay, it might be worth the risk. Let me get that kyanite, let me get that gold, and if you run into a trigger collider, you're dead. So that is my idea for the Hellmouths. That is the last thing I have to finish before getting this mod put out. All right, so yeah, as you can see, it is just like this thick blood, you know, water. It's so... Whoa. Okay, well, I'm trying to showcase the Zombie Reaper, but he will not let me. Yeah, he is absolutely terrifying. Oh, there he is, right there, right there. Like, you cannot see... Oh, man, those little glowing eyes at night. Now, this guy was one-shotting me. Like, I did not realize that the poison that I added to his attack... Whoa. Oh, my gosh. Whew, and, you know, being at night and not being able to see anything but those glowing eyes... Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Anyways, as you can see, I have added the Zombie Reaper into this mod. So there are 3 of them that spawn in around each island and kind of like in the middle. So yeah, the Zombie Reaper, I will also be updating that as a separate mod, but I decided to go ahead and incorporate it into the Nightmare mod. Now the Vanilla Reapers, Spawn Reaper Leviathan. Now the Vanilla Reapers are the Ghost Reapers. I have the spec intensity like cranked up to the max. So the oh man, are they gonna fight? Oh, they don't like each other, dang. But now this is just the Vanilla Reaper, but that's the skin that I put on it. He is supposed to look kind of like, you know, well, kind of like the Grudge, like just like a regular ghost. But yeah, that's the skin that I have for the regular ones, and the zombie one actually has a poison breath attack that whenever he bites you, apparently in many cases it one-shots you because it does so much more damage. So they are, whoa, yeah, they are fighting. Anyways, guys, this is the Nightmare mod. Feel free to add it onto the Red Plague for like a really terrifying experience. And personally, I recommend Vanilla Expanded. I recommend Aggressive Fauna. I recommend Death Container. There's a whole bunch of, there's even some jump scare mods that you could add onto this and just make it so much more terrifying. You could try adding some shaders to it. I don't know exactly how that will affect the look of it, but there are some more darker, terrifying shaders that you could add on top of this to make it even so much more of a challenge. Anyways, just to name a few potential future updates, I've thought about adding my own teleporters into the game and creating like this maze. Like you go through a teleporter, you go through one after the other, and some could lead to disasters, some could lead to rewards. And then I'm also thinking about adding like my own void dimension. Like you go through a teleporter, you end up in this dimension where everything is just chaotic. The creatures are mutated, and I know I could do that by having it like far off in the void. So I know I could do something like that. I plan on adding like hallucinations. Then I have 2 creatures I plan on adding called the Ion Reaper and the Ion Back, like a Ion version of the Reefback Leviathan. But yeah, and then of course, obviously there are updates to each biome that I need to do because I got to update the kelp forest, the Grand Reef, you know, have everything to match the entire theme of the mod. So this mod is nowhere even near being complete, but I'm putting it out there, and you know, there will be updates that roll out for it regularly when I have time to get to it. So moving on, Vehicle Framework did get an update. So we're going to go ahead and test out the latest submarine. Let's see, I think it's called Archon. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Oh man, oh, this lit up the whole area. It comes with its own light source. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, now this could definitely be useful if you're playing the Nightmare mod, because this will illuminate the area really well. Wow. Okay, so this thing is really cool looking. So how do we... oh, this kelp is in the way. How do we get inside of here? Oh, wow. Ooh. Man. Wow, this looks like wooden flooring. This is like fancy. Oh man, like glass right here. Okay, so let's go up here. That's how you get in and out. Take control. Wow, the captain's chair. Wow, fancy. Let's look around here. Wait, let's go back here first. Okay, that doesn't lead to anything. Docking bay. Oh, okay. So I could dock like a sea moth right here. Undock selected craft. Select previous docked craft. What? So I can dock multiple crafts. Open vehicle upgrade modules. Okay, so I'm going to assume there's a 2 maximum, one for like, you know, the prawn suit and the sea moth. Okay, so we got like each individual little rooms. You could have one, you know, with a different theme, like you could have your bed over here. You could have one over here for your fabricating and etc. Okay, and it comes with its own alien containment. Nice. I don't see like a how do we? Okay, well, I don't see a hatch on it, and I can't build one, so interesting. So I guess I can't get inside of it, so I don't know exactly how you... I guess you would just kind of like click on it to get whatever you want in and out. So, okay, I see how that works. Whoa. A custom bioreactor. Look at this. I don't know exactly how safe it looks with it being made out of wood. Nice. Okay, all right. That's pretty cool. Wow, this is fancy. Whoever made this model, they did a great... Oh, wow. The whole top is just like a force field. Either that or glass, and probably a little bit of both, actually. Oh, what is this? Wow, entire map of the area. Good Lord, that is so cool. Man, this is like probably the best submarine I've ever seen. Wow, oh yeah, okay, I already went back there. Okay, wow. So much room. This is definitely a mobile base. You could put whatever you want. Oh, let me just double check to make sure you can actually build in here. I can't put a... Yeah, I can't put like a nuclear reactor, but... Yeah, definitely couldn't do that. It would be something more simple, like medical... Yeah, I can build that. Can do a bed. Yeah, okay. So it's more simple things. You can't put like a reactor in there and not... Now, I don't know exactly where the batteries go. I haven't quite found that yet. So it has a bioreactor. What is this? Oh, nice. Lights. Oh, it like illuminates the art. Very nice. Wow. This is easily my favorite submarine. Like, wow, this is just... Like, I'm almost speechless, but I don't know exactly where you put the batteries in. Is it only bioreactor? Maybe it's on the outside? That wouldn't make any sense. Upgrade. Oh, wow. Access upgrades. Wait, is this right here? No, that's just upgrades. So does it have one already in it? Archon Emergency Teleportation Module enables Archon, I don't know. Emergency teleportation. At least one module of this type must be installed. Does not stack. Emergency teleportation? I don't even know how to use that. Okay, what's over here? Oh, here we go. Battery panel. Whoa. 12 batteries. All right. So you get that on top of the bioreactor. And I'm going to assume the bioreactor would keep these recharged. Well, that's really, really nice. Now, I don't know about that teleportation thing. Go. Whoa. What the? Oh, we're in third person. Okay, I think we can go scroll wheel. Yeah, we can go. Whoa. Wow. So yeah, there was a third person mod for vehicle framework McJaw put out. And I'm going to assume that what he has done is he has integrated the third-person mod into Vehicle Framework, because obviously I don't have the third-person mod installed. So, okay, so that's nice, because I actually was planning on making a tank mod in the future that you would really need third-person for. So now that he's got this integrated with Vehicle Framework, that is really cool. Look around here. Now, here is my boneyard biome that I made. It's basically just the grassy biome with acid and bones everywhere. Now, I would like to make it to where the acid hurts you. Now, that's something I haven't added into this just yet, but that's something I might be adding in. Oh, and I of course changed the textures of most of the fauna. It's all red. Wow, but this vehicle controls very easily. Like, it is nimble for as big as this thing is. I mean, this thing has to be like, what, the size of the Cyclops? And look how easily it's moving. Dang, that is so cool. Now, I don't know anything about the whoa. Okay, yeah, that's the that's the sea dragon skin that I put on him. And we're of course in creative mode, so we're safe. We're safe. I don't know anything about this teleportation thing. Like, how do I do that? Oh, wait, I think I clicked it. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Whoa. But what did I just do? I mean, where did I teleport to? Try to surface here. Yeah, I don't even know, like, how I even did that. Oh, there, we did it again. Okay. I think I pressed the number key. Whoa. But where did it take me? I don't know. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how that works. But emergency teleportation, I'm going to assume that takes up a lot of power. Well, we're in... Oh, it still says 100. Because we're in survival. I'm still seeing 100 on the battery. I don't know. But I'm going to assume that if you're getting attacked by a Leviathan, emergency teleportation is just to get away from them. But that is really awesome. Really cool. Yeah, this is, guys, without a doubt, this is the best submarine. The best modded submarine ever made. It's so funny how peaceful it is in here. Everything looks so fancy, so nice, and then there's just like complete chaos outside. It's like we're inside the luxury cabin. Yeah, this submarine, Archon, however you pronounce it. Yeah, he's definitely shooting at me. Wow, this submarine is beautiful. That is all I have for now, guys. Keep in mind that everything is a work in progress. But personally, you know, I don't believe in creating a mod and then just leaving it as is. I always love to constantly improve them, keep adding more to them over time, to anything I create. That's the way I do things. These mods are really fun to make. It's just finding the time to actually get to do it. That's the problem. But hey, if any of you guys have any ideas, suggestions, go ahead and feel free to leave them in the comment. I'm always looking for new ideas for my mods. Or if you want to join the Discord, you can, you know, suggest ideas there. Anyways, guys, hey, there's still tons of future updates that I plan to cover. There's a lot of good mods that came out fairly recently that I have not covered yet, so getting back into the routine of covering recent mods is something I need to do, and look forward to sharing that in the next video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.